Donald Trump sprinting through 5 states today in an all-out blitz to turn blue states red as Hillary Clinton continues to campaign with celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Katy Perry, and LeBron James. Tonight, Clinton will wrap up her celebrity-heavy campaign with a Bruce Springsteen concert, followed by a Lady Gaga and Bon Jovi concert. And Trump is not backing down a day before the election. He's hitting Clinton hard on her celebrity army, saying it turns off middle-class voters. Take a listen.
They're there because Beyonce is there. They're there because J-Lo and because John Bon Jovi. When you have to have all of these different people to get involved politically, they don't care. They really don't care. They used a word that was interesting. It's demeaning to the political process.
Joining me now, Home Depot co-founder and billionaire investor Bernie Marcus. Good to be with you, Bernie. Thanks for joining us. Do you agree with Donald Trump, or is this just politics as usual?
No, I have to tell you something. This is a very interesting phenomena. I was at one of his rallies, which I'm sure a lot of people cannot say. And he doesn't have to have Beyonce. He doesn't have to have all of these celebrities. I have never in my life seen the passion that I've seen at these things. People lined up for hours waiting to get in, screaming, women and men. I saw veterans standing next to me. They had a special area for them, crying when Donald Trump finished speaking. And, you know, they didn't do it for Beyonce. They didn't come there because there was a celebrity. They came there because they are hurting, and they understand that this system has let them down. And that's why they're out there. So I'm not sure that we're seeing the cross-section of America when you talk about it. And I'm sure the media doesn't like to see that. But I think there are a lot of people who are going to be supporting Trump that you've never seen before, that we've never felt before. And I'm not sure I believe the polls. I just don't believe it.
Bernie, you know, it's an interesting thing that's going on. I mean, Donald Trump is about dynamiting out of D.C. this concretized status quo, and we saw it with the Bernie Sanders voter. People are sick of paying taxes to a system that basically moves against them. But you know what's interesting, Bernie, I'd like your thoughts on this. Stocks did surge in today's session, and this came after the FBI cleared Hillary Clinton in its email probe. We saw the major averages. They had their biggest gains in 8 months. The S&P did break 9 straight days in the red, its longest losing streak in 36 years. Yes, S&P was only down 66 points over that time. But what do you make of the fact that the markets are moving higher?
I don't have a clue. I think that if you look at the big banks, the Goldman Sachs of the world, getting Hillary into office is going to be a major plus for them because they own her, they paid for her, they're going to get what they want out of her. And so it's a very strong possibility that if the market is controlled by the big banks, that's why the market went up. Other than that, I can tell you, Elizabeth, I've been around for 50 years watching the market, and I don't get it yet, and I never understood it before, and I really don't understand it now. It would seem to me that Donald is looking for an economy where there'll be more jobs, where there'll be more businesses opening in the United States than closing, which is not the case now. And I would have to assume that would be a plus in the market. But you never know.
Yeah, you're right. And you know, it is a shocking development that we've turned upside down in small business creation. That's where the jobs are created. And the fact that we have now fallen through that looking glass, it's so bad. You did sign a letter, Bernie Marcus, with 100 other business leaders supporting Donald Trump. Why? Yeah, for that very reason. Look, I started something called the Job Creators Network, which is small businesses. We started as a small business with Home Depot when we started many years ago. I'm not with the company anymore, so I'm off the management, etc. I retired in 2002. But I can tell you that starting a business in 1979 was a hell of a lot easier than starting today. You have so many regulations. You have such high taxes. It's difficult for a company to stay alive. And I can tell you that one of the biggest problems they have is Obamacare. So here you have a group, the Democratic Party, which unilaterally brought Obamacare to America
Why would America keep them in office? It just doesn't make sense to me when America is going to pay the penalty. And I'm talking about middle America. And I'm not talking Beyonce. She has no problems. I don't have a problem with paying for my own care. But people in middle America are getting pounded.
Right.
And they're going to get pounded worse in 2017.
All right. Thank you, Bernie Marcus, co-founder of Home Depot. Terrific to have you. Thanks again.